doesn't fracture. Hey, doesn't matter.
It don't matter what they say, we gon' talk anyway. Bell rings, mic check, let the real ones play. From the legends to the new blood climbing the ladder. Welcome to the show, it doesn't matter. Notorious Dome set the tone, main event status. BDC bring a fire, every take savage. StratFex with the knowledge, history splatter. Poppy planting no wild cards, say it loud, it doesn't matter. No filter, no bias. This is the It Doesn't Matter podcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the It Doesn't Matter podcast. I'm your host. I'm Notorious One. I am Dom. I'm here with StratFex. I'm here with Poppy Platino. I'm here with the man that chose today's show, BDC. Fellas, what's good?
What's good, baby?
What up?
Greetings.
Greetings. Tonight's show, we are taking it back to 1984 WCCW action, World Class Championship Wrestling. This is our first show covering World Class Championship Wrestling. We're going to talk about Parade of Champions. It may be that. Maybe. We're going to talk about Parade of Champions. BDC, why did you choose WCCW Parade of Champions?
We never had a WCCW show before, and this was a tribute to the passing, I believe it was David Von Erich. And I wanted to, I had never seen it, and I thought this would be a good way to kind of start in off of a tribute show. I knew at the very least, if nothing else happened, I would definitely get a healthy dose of Von Erich to see what they were all about, since you don't really see a lot of them in the 90s. So that was why I really chose it at the end of the day, because there's a lot of people on the show, quite a few people I was not aware of. So that was my reasoning.
All right. Well, before we get into that, we're going to take it back to Backlash that took place this past weekend in Benchmark Arena. StratFex was in attendance. We were watching on TV. Strat, tell us about your trip down to Tampa.
Well, there's a lot of details on the trip here, but let's focus on Backlash. You know, oddly enough, all the wrestling experiences and travels I've taken, I've never been to the Benchmark Arena, formerly known as the MLI Arena. I don't know what either of those businesses actually do or what they function as, but maybe insurance is probably a safe bet. Real estate too. Mm-hmm. It's in the heart of downtown Tampa. It's very easy to get to by all forms of transportation, unless you're driving. So maybe not driving would be a good idea. But typical. I mean, this is coming fresh off of WrestleMania in Vegas a couple of weeks ago, and I was curious if they're gonna do any giveaways out in the foyer area, like, Cody Rhodes drumstick ice cream pops or Minute Maid zero sugar lemonades. But no,
not at the Trop.
any of those things. Tropicana brand. But they just had the pre-show panel like they always do. And they actually, I was there a little bit late, and it was really hot. I mean, it's great. We're here in New England, and it's kind of chilly-willy and overcast this weekend, perhaps. But it was 90 degrees, sunny in Tampa, a little bit of storms there. But it was great. It was great to feel it. I was in the black tank top, just enjoying it. And they offered us, to my surprise, a free Danhausen face painting station. I was going to go do it, but the line was too long, and it was in direct sunlight, the line. I thought it would have made a great pop the boys moment, but that combination of the heat, the sun, the line, and the weight wasn't the cost. But I would have totally done that just for the cheap pop.
I would have loved to see a John Housing. Instead of Danhausen, John Housing.
John Housing in the house. Very mean. Very dickish. I was trying an experiment. I wasn't going to I didn't have any tickets. I didn't buy any tickets at all. The new game in town, and it's not a secret. Everyone knows it. You don't buy tickets on opening day. You wait till the last minute for all the prices to drop. And I waited very far. I was like, you know what? I'll cut myself off. The show starts at 6. Like the show, ESPN 2 or whatever. It's gonna start at 6 p.m. That's legit. They're gonna go on at that moment. And I was like, I'll wait till 5, checking the StubHub, and I had to use StubHub. I got a special promotion thing I got to do with StubHub. Shout out StubHub. Give me more credits. So it was 5 o'clock. The prices just weren't right. I was like, I'll keep waiting. 5:30. I was right there. The arena was like feet away, you know. And at 5:59, I'm like, all right, I'm calling it. I'm going. I'm like looking. I'm like, I wasn't happy with anything I got. The get-in price, the lowest price, just to be in the building, we call that the Dom Williams price level, was $33. And that was in the 300 level, all the way in the top, obstructed view, limited view. You'd still be in there, and you know that secret, you just kind of get in and walk around. I was like, why don't I just do that? Why am I wasting my time with that? I should have just done that. And it's like, you know, sometimes they check, sometimes they don't. So one security guard, usher says no, you just move to the next one. But I found something suitable for me. It was technically in the club level section, the Mark Club. Don't call me a Mark. And I figured, you know, they had more comfortable seating, food stuff. You know, I've done the 49ers game at Levi's Stadium with club seats to get free food, drinks, not alcohol, but I don't drink alcohol. You can't prove me otherwise. All right. Straight edge punk. But yeah, I came in at 6. I'm walking through the club level. It's nice and air conditioned. I see all the food stations. They're all cleaned up. They're all put away. I'm like, wait a minute. Could I have gotten in here with the club seats and gotten free food? I wasted all my time standing in the parking garage for an hour and a half doing nothing. I could have came in here early. I don't know. But what I did notice is that, WWE, they offer those priority pass VIP experiences. Maybe you meet a Kit Wilson and you take a picture on a backdrop, and maybe they give you some free hot dogs, hamburgers, stuff they would pay you with at an indie show, something like that. But I'm just walking to my seat and walking to my limited view seat, and there's, like I said, it's all cleaned up. There's nothing around, and I had a bottle of Powerade, and it was empty. And the Benchmark Arena says you can bring in an empty water bottle. You can fill it up with water. You just can't have liquid in it. It's almost like the TSA, the Tampa Security Administration. But I bring it in, I fill it up with the free water thing. I'm like, great, cool. I got this. Maybe I'll get a snack at the concessions. I don't mind the concessions. I glance out of the corner of my eye. There's this big bowl of citrus right near the bar, because the bar can make all them fruity ass cocktails. I go over there, I grab some fresh oranges. I'm like, this is going to be my snack. I hope no one sees. I pocket 2 of those big boys because I got grapefruits. No, I got oranges in my pocket, man. Go to my seat. I enjoy it. I enjoy sitting there. I'm like, you know what? Again, nice and air conditioned, lovely seats, a little extra wide because I got oranges in my pockets. I need space. So it's not so bad. I can't see the Titantron straight on, but, I got in there and I could see the big scoreboard, that screen. There's some cables and staging in the way, but I could see if there's some backstage segment. I couldn't see the whole thing, but I could see most of it. I was happy with it. I was happy with this seating. It's just a matter of the people near and around me that I don't appreciate, because there's some jerk-offs sitting right behind me. See, I was there late. I missed the first 10 minutes of the Seth Rollins Braun Breaker match, but these 2 jokers also missed some of the matches. It's okay. Things happen. Traffic, cars, trains, delays, automobiles, and of other kinds.
Alligators?
Seriously. These 2 jokers, man, there's one dude, yet to be named, and he's with this, I don't want to say girlfriend because they're acting a fool. They're young. You're young and stupid. Okay? That's okay. But not when you're sitting right behind me talking shit about pro wrestling. Listen, we all know the game. It's a work, brother. But don't have the girl trying to explain to this dumb effer. Oh yeah, they choreographed the stuff and they're just doing it now. They've been practicing it all day. It's not really real, you know. I was like, yeah, I don't know why I'm here. Come on, kiss. Screw you guys. And I'm like, you know what? I can't stand this. You guys, first of all, you're being disrespectful. It's like, listen, we joke. You know, at least if they're being funny. If they were like, you know, the typical, you know, the neck beards, you know, the nerdy turds from AEW, right? You know, it's like, all right, at least like, you know, at least they're paying, they're joking, but at least they're enjoying it. At least two people behind me, man, they were disrespectful. So I couldn't wait to move away from them. But of course, I didn't want to make it obvious. I'll wait till the match is over, then be like, and move my ass over far away from to the end of the row.
You better than me. I would have just told them they fucking suck and left.
Oh, I just wanted to turn around and say, you shut your damn mouth. But, well, instead of
should hit him with an Andre the Giant. You would have farted and just walked away.
Yes.
I don't like this shit.
I didn't want to evacuate the benchmark arena. I didn't want to do that. But I as an excuse, I did get up. I walked back to the place where I got those other oranges, and I got all of the oranges. They were all mine. There's nothing much you can do with a lime and a lemon to snack on, unfortunately. But yeah, head back to my seat. But yeah, I missed the beginning of Braun and Seth Rollins. But you know what? I mean, it seems sacrilegious to say.
John, you know what you should have done with those oranges? I just watched Miss Doubtfire the other day. Oh my God! It's a random fruiting!
Drive-by fruiting, my dear. You must not tip the waiter. I just watched that too. I watched that in Vegas with Ringside. The terrible hotel TV. It's in 360p. It's like, we're just chilling. Miss Doubtfire's on. Next thing you know, it's on Peacock for streaming for free. It's like, what the heck?
Oh, man.
That's such an amazing. I mean, it's just it's another one of the best movies. It's not going to be anyone's favorite movie. It's one of the best movies ever.
I to this day, I feel like it still holds, even with all the controversy and all the BS that goes on. It still holds in my opinion. I actually showed it to a family member who was very young, about 12, 13 years old, and she's like, "What the hell is this?" And she actually just got intrigued and just watched the movie. Didn't ask any questions. She just like, "This is really good." And it's funny.
You know what scene I hated the most? As a fat Asian boy, a young fat Asian boy. Maybe you know what I'm talking about if you watched this Miss Doubtfire movie. Let me paint a picture for you, because I'm an artiste. Okay? Robin Williams got the fat suit. He's got that lawyer chick screaming down his neck. You know, the lawyer chick that was also Jim Carrey's assistant in Liar Liar.
Oh, yes.
Like
Mrs. Sellner.
Mr. Williams, I don't even know what the character's name was. You know, it's like, oh yes. You know, he's got the big
makes
fake
a real mean cup of tea.
the fake tits shirt, and then the two fat Asian boys across the street, across the apartment building, going, ha, 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 and like whatever, all that shit. I'm like, self-reflection. I don't like my representation. They talk about Asian representation, API. Asian Pacific Islander month here. I don't want to be represented like that. I don't want to be represented like that. I don't want to be represented in a Michael Jackson black and white video. I don't want to be represented by Viva Van in the Vietnam. Don't want any of those things to be happening.
So no Ho-Chi for you?
Hoochie, Viva Van. She could be the women's champion of any country except the USA. Anywho, how does this relate to WWE Tampa Backlash? I don't know, but all I know is that I didn't mind missing the beginning of Braun and Seth because I'm not the biggest fans of them. It's only a 6-match show, but I was like, I'm more intent on my happiness being on, can I get the deal on the seat that I want versus seeing their entrance? Honestly, like I was thinking, I was hoping. I was like, I don't want the Danhausen match to be first. Believe it or not, one of the draws, it's not the draw. But one of the featured bouts I was interested in was like, who can be his opponent? You know, we'll get to that part. But
You mean his partner?
Yeah,
Huh?
that's what he meant. He meant his partner.
Yeah, I think he meant his partner.
Partner.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, who the hell is gonna be his partner?
All right.
Right,
Well,
so
before we
I
go
didn't want
deep,
that-
let's
I didn't
get
want
right
that
into
to,
it.
I
Let's
didn't
get right
want
into
that
it.
to be the opening, the thing I missed. So I was glad it was Seth and Braun Breaker. But you know what? You know, it ended up. I got there for the high spots, the good stuff. So I was happy to see that. And yeah, I mean, like, and I was there for the Seth Rollins botch, which everyone on the internets called the copying Will Ospreay to fail. Epic fail spot. But guys, what else are your thoughts on Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker here?
All right. Well, Seth and Bron, they kicked off the show. It was on ESPN, and it was a great way to get the crowd all warmed up. Kind of the passing the torch moment. I chose Braun Breaker. I was watching at Rose's house, and I thought it was a good opening match. That's the way you kick off the show. I enjoyed it. What about you guys?
I'm with you on that. Minus the botch. Well, supposed botch. Who knows if it was planned or not. I liked what it was about. It was featuring both them guys, and more so Braun Breaker than anything. Just I don't even think he's reached his full potential yet. There's something missing. I don't know. It's definitely in the promo. He's missing somewhere in the promo. But eventually, we can see a world champion the next year or two. That's what, and just from what I've seen. As long as he, knock on wood, doesn't get another injury.
Yeah, he's definitely somebody that could be the face of the company. Especially if they're on this youth push, like it's been reported all over the place. He's definitely the guy. He's definitely one of the guys that could be the face of the company. When all is said and done, once all the dust settles and stuff like that, he could be that guy easily. I do agree his promo skills, they're getting better. They're much better than they were when he first started, but they're not there yet. And putting him with Paul Heyman was a tried and true tactic. I mean, it worked for Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar was not Mike savvy at all when he started. And, putting him with Paul Heyman is a great move in both standpoints of you get a chance to have somebody who can cut promos in his sleep that you get to be around at all times. And while you're not there, you've got him cutting them for you. So, I mean, it's a win-win for Braun. And I mean, I like that Seth came back. They ran the program. They ran the program with him and Braun. Basically, at some point it was going to happen where Braun was going to flatten Seth and kind of, like you say, pass the torch per se. It was going to happen eventually. And I mean, for the opening match, not bad at all.
Does this match matter?
Of course it does.
Yes.
Yes.
Damn right. They're saying, "Oh, Seth, you turned 40 years old. Are you done?" Like, no, I'm in my prime, baby.
You finished?
I'm in my prime, baby. Just because you took
What
an L.
is he, Asuka?
All
Why didn't they ask Ric Flair that back in 2016 or 2014
Why didn't they ask Ric Flair
when he was still
when he
wrestling
wanted
at
to retire in
327
1992?
years old?
Well, Ric Flair will always say, "I will never retire." Woo!
Need money.
His favorite bar is nearby the arena. I forget the
My
name.
man.
Oh well, he's not
All right.
invited to the show.
Our next match.
One shot per turn for you, 3 for the Nature Boy. Woo!
1 divorce for you, 3 for the nature.
I agree.
There you go.
I'm on 1.
All right, our next match for the U.S. title, we have Sami Zayn taking on Trick Williams. And I didn't care for this match yet again. The fans, they booed the hell out of Sami Zayn. Like, he organically turned heel just by him being put in this spot right here.
Mhm.
Trick wins with a trick shot. Didn't do nothing for me. I can care less. Strap, what was your thoughts about this match being in attendance?
Well, in attendance twice. It mattered less at WrestleMania. It mattered a little more here because, it was more of a spotlight on them. So it's like, hey, you didn't really get a chance at WrestleMania. Let's try it here at Backlash. So, and I'm not the biggest Trick Williams fan. So I thought he did a good job. I didn't think, anything was bad. I mean, live experience watching on TV, they're always a little bit different, but I thought it was a very good match, so it does matter for me.
All right. Platinum, what about you?
I'm with you on this. This match for some reason I was kind of like, meh. I didn't really care for it. It was good between these two guys. They're two pros, and for Sami to have Trick keep up with them, because in all honesty, Trick is keeping up with Sami. Sami's a constant he's a constant veteran, and he knows how to get the best out of most of these guys if they actually listen. He's actually one of the best mechanics in WWE, and if you actually watch what's going on, he actually knows how to get you guys over if you're looking for it. But for some reason, I just didn't care. I'm with you. I just didn't. We all knew Trick wasn't gonna lose, so plus with Little Yachty, I was like, oh, yep, that's all I needed.
I feel like they gotta get Lil Yachty out of there. Like, come on, man. Like you're taking away from Trick. Trick don't need you.
It's almost like they want to be like a little bit heelish, but it's not working because the fans don't want to see Trick be a heel.
Strap,
It'd be funny.
Did they pop the sound for the whoop that trick? Because they said, I seen online, they piped in the sound.
I mean, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell from where I was sitting, but I didn't think anything like that happened at all all night. But I mean, they were loud. On coming up, we'll tell you what the loudest pop of the night was. But the crowd definitely seemed like they're into the whoop that tricks, and they were on key this time. So good for them. Good for me.
All right.
But I was like, what do you think? You're talking about Little Yachty here. It's like, what if they reverse the roles from NXT and they have Carmelo be the Little Yachty and being his hype man instead? The old Vince McMahon vision of putting the smaller guy as the manager. He's not around.
That's probably what would have happened, and Carmelo is not a manager.
No.
He is him.
A manager.
BDC, your thoughts on this match?
I dozed off. So anyway, when it comes to Trick Williams and Sami Zayn, the whole fact that they kind of just threw Sami Zayn into the mix to take Carmelo out of the Mania moment, I've never been a fan of. I have not been a fan of the angle ever since. I have not cared about the angle ever since. I knew that, oh yeah, that means Trick Williams is going to become champion. I knew that was going to happen. It did. I know that Sami's not going to beat him for the title. So yeah, I took a nap. Anyway, like, I appreciate Zayn for being a professional. Yes, this is very true. I also think that being as though he is not the guy that you can just kind of force down people's throat and people are going to be fine with it, because there's very few people you can do that with. That was a very bad move from the get. But I get it. You don't want to have a Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes match where it would be like probably one of the highlights of the show of the night, where everyone will be looking at these two future superstars and just looking at how great they do in the ring together because they have that chemistry, and then have to put other matches on afterwards that would probably not be as good as compared to them two in the ring. Oh wait, why wouldn't they do that? That would actually make sense. Well, a lot doesn't make sense these days. So, end of the day, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. My sleep mattered more, and that's what I got.
This match doesn't matter. I was only looking forward to 3 matches of the night, and this next match had my attention because I want to know who's going to be the partner. So we have The Miz and Kit Wilson. By the way, I love both their shirts. I'll definitely cop both of those. Taking on Danhausen and a mystery partner, and he came out, had the clone machine, and next thing you know, all right, who's it going to be? What lessons are going to be? It was a midget. It was Little Hausen, Torito-Hausen. Strap, I was disappointed when I seen Little Hausen. I know the fans, it seemed like on TV, they sound like they were disappointed too. What are your thoughts?
It's like a thing with Danhausen, and maybe that's by design. Maybe that's intentional. He's trying to control the narrative. He's going to come out. He's going to disappoint you at first, but he will entertain you. But yeah, having just a mini Hausen come out. Yeah, that's you. I mean, it was just kind of like, all right, what's the big, what's going on here? But yeah, you try to keep an open mind about it, let them do the thing, let them do their business, and the spot where he goes back, where Kit Wilson throws him back into the machine, I was expecting like a Great Khali kind of figure. I was like, who could that could be like an Omos, or someone else, like that. But it was a clone machine, not a enhancement machine, for lack of a better term.
More minions.
And so it came out like that, and yeah, it's just kind of like almost like WrestleMania Revenge Backlash, and they came out, but it was very entertaining. The fans booed it at first because they wanted CM Punk, or they wanted something of that nature, and they got this, but they won the crowd over. That's the magic of Mr. Hausen, and the Miz is a pro, and Kit Wilson is a pro, and it was a very entertaining match. So did as one of the featured bouts to be looked forward to in the modern WWE? Sure. And maybe I'm known for negativity, but maybe I'm Mr. Positivity. I liked this match. I liked it. I appreciated it.
Hausen had more time in the ring than Danhausen.
And it was a mask. It wasn't face paint for that guy.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah. Apparently there's a spot. I heard about it. I didn't see it in the arena as it happened, but the little boy, the man, the smaller man, he cursed Kit Wilson, and Kit Wilson had a mirror or something.
Yeah,
reflected back on him. I didn't catch that live, but hearing about it, I was very amused. So good.
I must have walked out the room when that happened because I don't remember.
I don't know what the hell's going on in this mirror. So does that match matter to you?
Yeah, let's talk about the replayability. It's like, I'd watch it back. Yeah, I'd watch the whole show back, honestly, yeah.
All right. Platino, about you?
Kind of lost me when I saw little mini housing. I was with you. I wanted to see if it was going to be like a bigger superstar, but knowing the character and understanding what he's doing, it's just like John said, he's going to disappoint you in the beginning, but then he's going to reel back in. And towards the end, I actually went back in and started watching the match. I guess his little Torito was the guy that was under the mask. Did his thing. I love cruiserweight, so I love that stuff. But when you throw him into the cloning thing, I was also thinking the same thing. Oh, it must be a bigger superstar coming out. But then it made sense. It's a cloning machine, multiple Hausens coming out, and it's a comedy. This is a let me up match basically. So I get it. It did what it was supposed to do. My my intentions weren't really high, but it did its thing. Still not as good as the Jackass match, though.
Does it matter?
For me, no.
BDC?
Well, that is the appeal of Danhausen. He, like you said, even from his beginnings in WWE, he has disappointed you. Because, when the crate came out and everyone was like, what's coming out of the crate? And he came out, everybody was saying, like, huh? But then they really realized who it was, and I was like, oh, shit, it's Danhausen. He's really here? Like, really here? Like, more than one night? And, his merch is selling. So, but that's him in a nutshell. Whenever he's in the ring, I don't expect anything close to even a 3-star match. I expect that it's just going to be a whole bunch of gimmicks, and it's going to be kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters versus the Washington Nationals. You're just going to have the one team that's just going to play every trick in the book, and ultimately 9.99999% of the time, 99.99999% of the time, they're going to win. I saw Little Hausen, and I just was like, yep. Okay. But he had a nice spot where he jumped off the top rope and he landed on Kit Wilson outside the ring. So, you had that right before Danhausen broke out a bro kick and took out the Miz. So
that was the slowest bro kick ever. That was the slowest bro kick ever.
It just made me think of Sheamus. I was like, where the hell is Sheamus?
So it did like you said, it did what it was designed to do. It was an absolutely not serious moment, and it got people to ease up a little bit, and I mean, it did its job. Does it matter? I mean, if you think that the show needed that minute to get people back into it, then yes, absolutely it mattered. If you think it could have absolutely done without that match, then no, it didn't.
So what do you think?
What do I think? I like Danhausen, so I automatically think it mattered. It's just I'm always waiting to see what's the next trick he's gonna pull. So I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
You know, while watching this match, experiencing this match, I was like, and there's a lot to be said about the modern WWE, and there's a lot of criticism going out there, justifiably so. I was like,
Right.
this is a freaking clown show. Literally, it's a freaking clown show. It's like, throw the specter of athleticism and sport out. I know we had the Braun and Seth match, and coming up the ladies match, but it's a freaking clown show. What the
This is right up Vince McMahon's alley, though.
You want it to be a come down match. It's like we're coming down from Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. Woo, barn burner.
Yeah.
Surprise
too.
It almost feels like, with the way that TKO has started to really kind of sink their teeth into WWE with the moves that they're making of late, it almost seems like, if I didn't know any better, like maybe Nick Khan has a particular older McMahon in his ear again.
Shoot, my guy Vince Russo in his ear. The way they booking right now.
Yeah, because there just seems to be a lot of old school WWE stuff, WWE, WWF stuff that seems to be happening right now. I can't, like, I could blame, obviously, like, the trying to make talent eat a 50% pay cut. I could definitely put that squarely on the heels of TKO, which is like, how can you do that when one of the members of the board is a Rock? Like, dude, you know what it was like being in the business. How can you allow that to happen? But ultimately, it feels very Vince-ish to me.
How do you
a lot of the stuff that's going on these days?
How the boys take a pay cut, but Nick Khan get a raise? What kind of shit is that?
A huge raise at that.
A huge raise. Like, come on, man. That's some bullshit.
Sounds like some City in London shit.
Seriously, I don't like that. The WWE has really been irking my nerves lately.
Yeah, that between that and the accelerated ticket prices for shows, and the removal and the elimination of house shows too, all of that just it feels like a reversion to a time that not a whole lot of people liked.
I mean, I can understand, because they're not doing the house shows, why they want to do the pay cuts, because they're not working the same amount as the contract initially started. But you guys haven't been doing house shows for a long time before you had some of these guys signed. So that's on you, TKO. You should have figured that out before you even had these guys signed.
But that's how they run UFC. That's how they run UFC. Their top talent gets paid all the money. Everyone below a certain tier, they need to work at McDonald's as a side gig. That's just how they run. So I figured that would happen at some point. The problem is like, it's a difference between UFC and their business model and how that runs. You could afford to do that because you have paydays and you have mega paydays. WWE, you don't have like that.
No.
And so for you to take people who are out there and they're performing, they're helping to make you money, you're going to say, oh yeah, well, you know what? We're going to take half of your salary, and, either you can move on somewhere else, or you could take it and like it. And that's just crazy to me. It's kind of like almost like back in the day when I used to work at this job. I won't name any names, but it was like every time something went down, it was like the manager would always say, well, just happy you have a job. That's kind of like what it is. And it's not cool. It's not cool. These guys sign contracts. They sign these contracts, and now you're restructuring them, telling them, oh yeah, well, we're going to cut that in half, and you can either accept it or go. That's not cool.
Sounds like the NFL.
I tell you what, man, the way the product's been lately, and I used to tune in religiously, makes me want to change the channel and watch Wednesday nights more because,
dude,
the shit sucks lately, man.
I haven't watched Raw the last 3 weeks. In fact, I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown the last 3 weeks.
Really?
I haven't watched the last 3 weeks. Like
Yeah,
I literally watched the Raw after WrestleMania. I watched the SmackDown after WrestleMania, and I haven't watched it again since.
They reel me in. I'm just saying, like the PLEs lately hasn't been good. Like this is underwhelming. I look forward to these matches, and it ain't doing it for me. And plus, I'm not feeling TKO, and especially ticket prices and whatnot. So
we don't want to get on a super long. That could be its own show.
Yeah.
We're trying to stick with Backlash here, but you're not wrong on any of those counts.
Yeah, and especially how they've and I mean, I don't know any of the content creators personally. I don't know them personally, but what I know is that this time last year they were throwing content creators' faces on TV when viral moments were happening. And now this year, you're sending cease and desist letters telling them they can't do their content anymore. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, mini portal. Is it mini portal?
Mini portable. There's Weezy Blonde.
Minnie is really hot about that too. She is. She's a big advocate about that. Like, you're gonna use my face and then try to like diss me like that. Yeah, big props to her.
It bothers me because it's like these people have been doing it for a minute, and like I said, and WWE even came in and was using their faces and stuff like that and putting them out there, and now all of a sudden you're like, yeah, you can't do it anymore. It's like, and this was a while under TKO, so this is not like this was before TKO bought them. This was last year.
Mm-hmm.
TKO had full control of WWE by the time this all happened. This was right after WrestleMania, and they were doing this. And now, a year later, you want to tell them that you want to start hitting them with copyright strikes.
And this show will never have any of those.
Yeah, we'll never have that problem. We'll never have that problem.
Not at all. All right, so you guys think Danhausen and Kit and Miz, it matters?
No.
As I said, I'm only a fan. I'm a fan, so I'm gonna always say that it matters as far as what he's planning. As far as an actual wrestling match, though, absolutely not.
Strap?
I'd watch it again. It matters.
Yeah,
to me.
it's comedy. It's absolute comedy.
It doesn't matter. It was comedy. It doesn't matter. It's not a must watch for me. So we're split. All right, our next match we have Iyo Sky taking on Asuka. I know the fans were chanting for Kerry throughout the whole match, but it was a good ass match. I definitely enjoyed it. The match definitely does matter. I'm not sure it was a passing of the torch moment, but there's a lot of rumors going around that this might be it for Asuka. She might retire. She might be semi-retired. Really don't know what's going on, but they hugged it out after the match. I definitely digged it. Strap, what are your thoughts? How was it in attendance for this match?
It's definitely it can be portrayed as a swan song for Asuka. You can also throw the rumor out there that she's the one that's been asked to take a pay cut. She's just like, screw this. Like, you know what? And can you imagine? If she did retire at her age, she's great. She's made a great legacy, and just chill out the body. You're done. What else? What more can you do? You've been the champion. You've been in the women's main event of WrestleMania. You've won the Rumble. You've had such a great career.
Chamber, all that.
Yeah,
right.
Money in the Bank.
She's done it all.
She's literally won every women's title there is, except the United States title, which is very recent, which is why
or Intercontinental.
She hasn't won it. That and the Intercontinental, the two newest titles that they created, she didn't win those because they're fairly new. She don't need them. She's won everything else.
Yeah.
You know who would win the new John Cena championship? Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're chanting for Kairi Sane in the beginning of this match, like understandable, but like whatever. But these two women athletes,
her choice too.
Yeah, she decided to. People are losing their collective shit over the fact that she got released, but it's like, I never thought about the fact that she just decided she wanted to go back to Japan. This has happened before, where she's gotten homesick and she wanted to go back to Japan, and that's exactly what she did.
Mm-hmm.
I know they'll say, "Oh, well, she probably got asked to do that 50% pay cut." She might have, but at the end of the day, she was like, "Nah, I'm out of here," and that's what she did. So I'm not going to lose my shit over it because she's done this before. She's gotten homesick and she's gone back home, and then at some point she was kind of coerced to come back. I don't know if somebody just convinced her to come back, but now she just decided she wanted to go home again, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool
All
with
right.
that.
Well, thoughts on the match?
It was a great match. It's just interesting to me that I respected Iyo Sky's skills when she was in NXT. I just personally didn't really care that much for her matches, but over time, slowly but surely, the genius of the Sky, and especially, was it last year? Yeah, the triple threat.
Yeah.
With Bianca and Rhea, the one that retired Bianca Belair. One of the greatest matches of WrestleMania history. I mean, how can you do and say that 41 years? And it's like you're jumping right up there. This 3-way match with those three. And so that from that point on, she's a made man, a made woman. After that, it's like she can do no wrong. So Iyo Sky, incredible respect. Something that Julia is almost in the same boat. It's like, all right, you got the respect. I know you got. I know you're good. I just haven't seen it yet. So Julia still has a lot of time to prove herself to this one fan right here. But as for Iyo and Asuka. And, they got great pops as well coming out. Like I said, at the beginning of the match, they had those Kyrie chants, but they worked their butts off, and they had a great performance, something that would live up to being on the card of WrestleMania, which even if they were booked on it, they wouldn't have gotten the time that they did get on this show. So I've been giving thumbs up to all the stuff so far. I'm giving this a double thumbs up, and it was just a pleasure to see in person. So it was very wonderful.
Platinum?
Yeah, I was just amazed with this match. There was a couple of times I thought Asuka was gonna pull it off with when Iyo tried to go for the finishers a couple times, and she kind of dragged her in real quickly, like a martial artist would. Like when you see an opening, you just take it in, and then you try to drag her in for a submission. That right there too, I was like, oh, she's gonna tap out, and I thought Asuka was gonna pull it off. That was one of those things where you show, hey, you may be my my protege, but you're not ready to be above me just yet. She wasn't ready for Asuka, but I guess she was at the end of the day. And unfortunately, from what we've seen on Instagram, she pulled a Pat Patterson on her Insta. She's gonna do it her way. Don't know what that means. I hope it means something else for me down the road, of course. And they just had a great match. To me, it matters.
BDC?
Did this match seem like to you fellas that the gloves were off and they were just able to just go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is what makes the difference. It almost seems like the gloves were taken off and they just said, go out there and let the world know what you two are about in the ring. And being somebody that has followed Asuka since before she actually came to NXT, I always thought that for the opportunity she did get, that she was kind of stereotyped and typecast, especially once they started this whole Kabuki Warriors thing. Like I felt they could have done without that per se, but I get it. This match felt like none of that. It just felt like no Kabuki Warriors, just Asuka, Iyo Sky. Hell, we're not even doing the storyline anymore. We're just letting them two get in the ring and show up and show out, and that's what they did. If this is her last match, because I saw the post where it said a legend leaves, but a legacy remains. If she is in fact leaving WWE, do I think she's going to AEW? No, I don't think she's going to. I think she's going back to Japan too. I don't. There really wouldn't be a need for her to go to AEW unless she just wants to continue to work. She could always go back to New Japan.
Stardom.
She could always go back to Shine. She could always. There's so much she could do in Japan to kind of get their leagues all up in name recognition again with her being back. So I hate this for us if she's gone. I love this for her if she's walking on her own terms. It's because she's not going to be held to some dumbass standard that a company that doesn't have a clue seemingly wants to put her under. And I will follow her wherever she goes. As far as the match, you know damn well the match mattered. The match mattered. I was happy to see these two be able to let it all go in the ring. Nothing held back. This isn't sports entertainment. This is a wrestling match. I was happy to see that.
It's unanimous. It does matter. And if it's Asuka's last match in the WWE,
Yep.
well deserved. It was good. All right, so after this, John Cena had a major announcement. I'm like, okay, let's see what Cena's gonna do. He's gonna break history. I'm like, all right, maybe WrestleMania is going to Tampa. WrestleMania is gonna be in the UK. What the hell is John Cena gonna have to say? This man came out full suit, gonna have a John Cena classic, and he just rambling about past and present, and we're gonna have a future show with no specific date. Not gonna know when it's gonna happen. Guys from NXT gonna take on today's generation, and your vote matters. And he just rambling like I'm rambling right now. It made no goddamn sense. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You lost.
And you don't
me
even
there.
have to win a match to be the champion. What?
Yeah, so let's see what Co-Pilot has to say about the John Cena Classic. The John Cena Classic is a new WWE Championship awarded through a fan-voted tournament announced by John Cena at WWE Backlash. We did the March Madness first. Anyway, it is an annual event, so it's going to happen every year to showcase both main roster and NXT superstars.
It's got to work 1 year first before it get annual.
That part.
I'm just saying.
The Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal.
Ooh.
Yeah. The fact that you can lose your match but still be crowned champion if the fans select them is crazy. But I guess this is their answer to the fact that fans have been shooting the shit at them for all the bonehead decisions they've been making lately. Let's see. Our fans aren't happy with us, so let's give them something else to not be happy about. That sounds like a great idea. Great idea.
This idea, like Randall would say, stupid.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Strap, your thoughts?
You know, I'm thinking of a lyric from Edge's theme song. He's just a puppet. He's just a puppet. He's just a puppet.
Yeah.
I mean, great delivery from the Doctor of Thugonomics, but this, I mean, he might. This came up. This was presented to him, and they said, "Make it happen." And John Cena, company man, made it happen. Yeah, I'm not blaming the guy here because I don't think it's his fault, but he's the representative for it. He is the face of it. I think it's a terrible idea. Yeah, I mean, if anyone says this is a great idea, they are zombified. Stupid. People will defend it. You are not defending anything. You are wrong.
Like
you are stupid. You're moronic. You're bigoted. You're disgusting. It's not a good idea.
It's okay. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
This is
fine.
When
this match is over, we'll pick the winner. The winner.
This is LFG on a larger scale. Because it's like literally some of them folks didn't win matches and they were able to proceed forward despite losing. So yeah, this is
Tyron
got fired. I mean this is just the whole, like, what's the purpose of even wrestling if you win, but because people don't like you, you lose.
You lose, you can still win the title.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might as well bring back
Wait,
24/7.
This
title.
approach emphasizes fan engagement and allows the WWE Universe to directly influence the outcome. So let me tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be all faces.
Danhausen's gonna win.
It's going to be all faces except for heels that people really, really like.
I'm telling you right now, Danhausen's gonna be the inaugural champion. Stamp
And
it,
I
mark,
would
clip,
laugh
and you better
hilariously.
post this when it happens.
Yeah, definitely
win.
save this. Definitely save this because I can absolutely see that if Danhausen's in it, I can see him winning.
I'm telling you right now, Danhausen will be the inaugural
The final's going to be
Cena Classic champion. And if
the
you
final
don't
is
like
going to
it,
be Danhausen versus R-Truth.
it'll be very
Mark
nice.
that too.
It'll be very bad. And it'll be very evil if I'm not in it. And if you don't put me in, curse you.
are cursed.
All right. Well, it's time for the main event.
Yes.
Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu for the World Heavyweight Championship. It was a good fight. I enjoyed it. Roman got the win. I wanted Jacob to win, but Roman got the win. And after the match, he dog walked that ass on Roman Reigns.
All gas, no brakes with it.
So we tell it's going to happen to a Clash of Italy. And Platino, you are mute. But yeah, I enjoyed it. The match matters.
Speechless.
And yeah, he got hit with the tongue and death grip.
I am very happy he's using that move now.
It don't look like he's doing it correctly. I don't know. Mang looked like he did it different. This one, he just like.
You know how they do the work mandible claw and the shoot? He ain't using the shoot. That's family. You ain't gonna use the real man.
No,
because he did.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people feared Ming. Because if you put that joint on you, night.
It was over.
It's a generational move. It was so generational, none of his boys used it. What kind of shit is that?
Because they know it's too dangerous.
Should give it to the bad boy Tamatanga. That's what you should have given it to.
Should have had it a long time ago.
So Strat, how was it? This main event? Did you acknowledge your tribal chief with the oranges in the other hand?
I did. Is it the drive-by? That's the name of his finishing move. One of his signature moves. Talk about piped-in noise when I think about it in retrospect. Roman Reigns got the loudest pop, not of the night, and that I've heard in person, like in seemingly forever. I was wildly impressed. And the more I think about it, it's like, you know why he got the biggest pop? Obviously, the fans see him as the biggest superstar. They called it a sellout. I mean, of course, there's always an exaggeration, but the place was really sold out. It was packed on all sides, except for the sides they blocked off, of course. And yeah, just a mega pop. It's like, not to say denigrate all the other superstars on the show, but it's like, yeah, who else would they have a massive pop for? CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Oba Femi? Not on the show, man. John Cena was on there, but he wasn't wrestling. So Roman Reigns got a ridiculous super pop that I couldn't explain. So that was cool. That was nice to experience. And so I don't even know who the heel or face is supposed to be. Another tweener gray match. But yeah, this match, kicked butt. It was really really great stuff. I mean, for a 6-match show with varying degrees of seriousness and athleticism and wrestling, this match definitely delivered. It definitely matters. And yeah, it was a really great main event to wrap up the whole show. So everything I've seen on the show so far, I enjoyed everything. And like I said, this was a cherry on top, and it was awesome.
OPC?
Original Platino Chief?
Thoughts?
Mangu.
0 pieces.
This match was perfect, in my opinion. It was a straight fight. It wasn't like a wrestling match. This was really just like a brawl. What Roman likes to do. What not really likes to do, but what Jacob actually likes to do. Jacob really brought the fight to Roman, and I really like that about him. Unfortunately, he did take the L on this one, but I like the fact that after he took the L, he got pissed off and wanted to proceed to, prolong this feud, because honestly, I don't know who else should be going against Roman except for Jacob at this moment. There's no one, in my opinion, that even close to him. So, in my opinion, the right move was done. Roman should not drop the belt right now, but there should be like a prolonged feud going on with Jacob because he needs that belt. You don't just take one L and be like, I'm done. No.
Right.
Well, it took him off the month of June. So, see what happens. BDC, what are your thoughts on this match?
I think it is trending in the right direction. I think ultimately Jacob should be the one to take the title off of him, but I definitely didn't see Roman losing it after just winning it a couple of weeks ago. I see this being a situation where Jacob will win it at a major pay-per-view, next major one being SummerSlam. I think the buildup has been decent. Even though I haven't been watching SmackDown the last couple of weeks, I have definitely seen the promos between the two of them, and they've just been getting better every week. And like you said, Jacob needs this, so it ain't gonna be something where he loses and then that's just the end of it. It's over when he says it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Roman was back in the day when he was really running shop for 2 years, So I definitely see this pulling more people in before it's over. And like I said, I definitely see him winning at the end of the day, winning the title from him. For this match here, it delivered because, like pretty much everyone said, you don't know who's the heel, right? You don't know who the heel in the match was. You see Roman kind of reverting back to his tribal chief ways, his bloodline ways, but at the same time, you have Jacob who's really just like, yo, if I got to dog walk you to get to this title, I'm a dog walk you to get to this title. And he's just getting in everybody's faces and he's just not caring. So it's kind of like they're both reverting to their former persona versions of themselves in this match. And then, of course, Roman wins with kind of a heelish move, the turnbuckle, expose, and boom. So now Jacob loses his shit and he just goes apeshit on him. So, I mean, it delivered because it leaves everything in suspense. You don't know who's the heel yet. You still don't know. And it made both of them look good. So at the end of the day, it works out.
All right, so it's unanimous. This match, the main event, it matters. Does Backlash 2024, does it matter?
Yes.
Yes.
Strap.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. This match matters. Hell yeah, of course.
All right, well, Backlash matters. Well, let's get right into Parade of Champions. Complete different script, different era. 1984, WCCW. They're fighting in Texas Stadium, Irving, Texas. David Von Erich Memorial. You want to know how Dave passed away? There's two different stories. One version, he had like some intestines issue going on. He passed away. Another issue is, or another story, Ric Flair said in his book that he OD'd, Bruiser Brody took the evidence and flushed it down the toilet. Two stories, never gonna know which is the real story. That's how one of the Von Erichs passed away. But it's unfortunate.
Acute enteritis, they say on the internet.
Yep. And they showed it in the Von Erich movie. He was like in the bathroom all hunched over, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, David was supposed to be the go-getter of the Von Erich boys. He's supposed to go for Ric Flair right here for this title, and it didn't happen. But all right, our opening match, we have JYD taking on the Missing Link. This is the first time I ever seen the Missing Link match. I seen him numerous times, had a wild hairdo. I told Platino he should get his hair like this one time before he goes bald. Just hair in the front, hair in the back, bald on the sides. Just do it. Do it one time.
The Missing Link should not be called the Missing Link. It should be the Missing Hair.
Oh, Lord. JYD.
I was like, what?
JYD had that tight-ass afro, and he had that Pitbull trait. He just kept on headbutting, and any headshot that tried to happen to JYD wasn't happening because the afro was just too damn tight. He wasn't moving. He wasn't budging.
Tighter afro. JYD, Steve Harvey from back in the day with Steve Harvey show.
JYD shit was real.
There you go. That's all I need to know.
Yeah. We all know the story about Steve Harvey's hair back in the day.
Didn't even know that till now. Well, till I got older.
That shit's hilarious. That story's hilarious.
Oh, I know.
All right, well, it was a short match. Akbar tried to get involved, and then they reversed the fall. JYD won by disqualification.
Mm-hmm.
And then Missing Link went crazy.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything for me. I got me tongue tied now. It didn't do anything for me right here. It didn't matter. BDC, you chose this show. What are your thoughts on this opening match right here?
I guess as an adult now, I realize how just utterly ridiculous that Junkyard Dog headbutt was. He's on all fours. He's running into people at about the speed of a 2-year-old baby. So I just, back when I was a kid, I was like, yo, he's killing him. He's killing him with them headbutts. As an adult, I'm looking at him now like, bro, you not hurting toilet paper with that headbutt. What the hell? So the match as a whole was meh. It was not fantastic. It was not great. It was, I don't want to say it was a sign of the times, because I mean, I guess Missing Link was good back in the day and all that stuff, but I don't know if it's a matter of us just being a little too evolved now to see this as anything remotely resembling a wrestling match. But it was stiff, it was stale, and I could have done without it.
And I take that back. The Missing Link went for a diving headbutt, and Akbar held the foot, and Link got the win. And another ref came in, said what happened, they reversed it, and that's how JYD got the win. Yep. All right, Platino, your thoughts?
I'm with you on that, BDC. It must be a sign of the times, because I'm like, this is not my cup of tea at all. It just dragged a little bit. I mean, I get it. You know, for those times, you weren't, the way you worked, you really wasn't hurting yourself. You didn't take a lot of bumps. You just did a few moves, a couple rest spots, and it is what it is. That's how you protected your body, and a lot of these guys wrestled for 30, 40 plus years. But honestly, for me, I could have just walked a dog that I don't have.
Strap.
I mean, I remember seeing the Missing Link in the magazines, and it just reminded me, like, if you just came across like a flea market wrestling show, is what they all are, and you just scrolling through the milk crate of old wrestling photos, like the Missing Link. That's a cool one. I want to hang that up somewhere. Why would you? But like, that's what it reminded me of. So it's the first Missing Link match I ever saw. Junkyard Dog. One of the first matches I've seen of him. I've seen him around a lot, of course, but it was very short. I was surprised JYD got the pinfall on him. But hey, booking wise, they can flip things around. But yeah, it was just
he wasn't down in Memphis. That's why. Because if it was, not New Orleans. Because if he lost in New Orleans, it might be a riot out in New Orleans. Ain't gonna be no crawdads out there, boy.
No, and I think ultimately the referee coming down and reversing the decision was like to make it to not have him lose.
Because
the match was poor in execution, and but at the same time, you want to keep fans happy, and I think the premise of the show was to make the fans happy for the most part.
Yep.
So fans were not going to love the fact that Akbar interfered, so they kind of just said, "Oh, we'll reverse it and we'll give him the win." Fans will be happy about that, despite the fact that the match sucked. So that's what they did.
The fans were hot the whole damn show. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so does this
They had
open
a lot
match
to not be happy about?
Yeah. Does this match doesn't matter? No, it doesn't. All right, well, our next match, we have Gentleman Chris Adams, the guy that trained Stone Cold Steve Austin and Sunshine, taking on gorgeous Jimmy Garvin and Precious in a mixed tag team match, and this ain't your traditional cat fight right here. This is these chicks. You could tell they didn't know how to wrestle. They was brawling. But before we get into the match, we got Gino Hernandez, the guy who I wanted to see. He's probably one of the best men on the mic at that time, the guy who should have been a horseman, but his career got cut short. He gets on the mic and said, "There's no car without the handsome half-breed." I lost it. I'm like, you cannot say that shit nowadays.
You can't. As soon as I heard that, I was like, ooh. I'm glad I'm watching this by myself.
Strat, what are your thoughts when you heard handsome half-breed?
Oh, Gino, subject of the dark side of the ring, a tragedy. This man could go far, but he didn't make it past a motel room, I think. But yeah, the guy can get a promo. I don't know why he didn't wrestle on the show, but he's just, hey, if you have a character like that, it's almost like having like LA Knight just coming out there and doing whatever, but not wrestling like ever, even though he can wrestle.
Yeah,
sort of. But yeah, I mean, like those promos, you thought that was a bad promo. Do I have a Hulk Hogan promo for you?
Welcome to my hood, brother.
Oh man, that's an old one.
We know that one.
My favorite one is Hogan facing Kamala, I think, and he's like, "You don't understand English, but you understand the war paint, brother." Oh man. One more episode to go, Dom.
Oh Lord. Terry Bollea doesn't have a 6-inch penis, but Hulk Hogan does.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Are you serious right now? No, I'm not.
All right, back to this mixed tag team match. This is a hot ass match, but when the women got in, they definitely laid it in, and yeah.
Oh, Brian wants the instant transmission out of here.
I don't know how Chris Adams, how he was so bloody. I don't know what happened that got him all bloody. Did you see what happened?
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what caused him to bleed. All I know was that the camera angles were very not good.
Way
So
off.
some things was happening and no one knew what was happening until they had already happened. The match was weird in that right at the beginning, the first thing they made sure to note was that Chris Adams came down in the ring in Jimmy Jam's gear.
Like
he
the
had
same
lost-
shit on.
Yeah, they had the same shit on. Like he had lost his gear and lost the jacket.
He had stolen Jimmy Jam's gear, I guess, from
and so he had
rap.
on his gear, had his jacket, and then him and Sunshine rips the jacket up at the start of the match.
Yeah, because they said if he had lost the match, he would have to give back Jimmy Jam's gear back.
Yeah,
I paid attention to that part, and then they were like,
so he rips
you ain't
it.
getting
So
it
he
back.
rips up the jacket at the beginning of the match. So that pretty
Yeah.
much told you how this was gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean the match was something. Yeah, when the girls were fighting, it was actually comical. But yeah, it was something. It was something.
Does it matter?
Mm-mm.
Plot, know your thoughts on this match?
It was just all over the place, but yeah, like you could tell that the girls were not trained properly. Well, it didn't get a hand of them yet, but if they were, that match was still wouldn't be all that great, in my opinion. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Strap.
There's something was missing, man. I don't know what it was.
I must be on some kind of drug, maybe a vacation high, if you will. I say it matters because I was impressed by talk about the unathleticism of the women. That's what made it great. They had so much heat from the crowd, and they were going wild for it. Yeah, they weren't polished at all, but they were shooting, brother. So and of course the handsome Jimmy Garvin there. He's part of the damn Freebirds. You know, Michael Hayes is watching this in retrospect. Well,
he's
yeah,
not a Freebird yet. Yeah.
But watching the old WCWs over time, it's kind of like, man, these guys are just frozen in time in a way. You know, they get old, everyone gets old, but they're just magic in their time period. So I had a lot of fun with it. So I'm giving it does matter for that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. It was.
I gotta agree with you with the women though. That part was good.
That was hysterical.
Yeah, it was the women for me for this match.
Yeah.
They let it all out, but yeah, it matters. So I'll go back and watch it. Yeah, just see how things turn up. That's how mixed match challenge should have been. Bring that back, TKO.
Strap, you have changed my mind. My answer will be it does matter.
Well, it does matter, but you won't see it in IDM_podcast on Twitch. It ain't happening.
Why not? Why not?
I mean, I got to download all these people, which I'll never use again. I'm all set. Save my gigs.
You're right.
All right, well, this next match, we have Hacksaw Butch Reed taking on Chick Donovan, and this match had a 30-minute time limit, and Hacksaw won at 3. Light work for
pretty much.
light work for Butch Reed. Oh my
Pretty
God!
much.
First of all, what are y'all thoughts on Chick Donovan? That look right there.
That was a sign of the times, man. That hair, I was like, oof.
My man was looking like a cross of Macho Man Randy Savage. That afro was afroing. Yeah, I don't know. It was something. It was something.
He's like 76 years old. He still wrestles.
Chick Donovan?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, bro.
Semi-retire like Asuka.
Oh yeah, Chick look, for all of our wrestling fans that know old school gaming, all I have to say is he reminds me of Mr. What was it? The blonde haired dude on Pro Wrestling for Nintendo. That's
Fire
who
Pro
he
Wrestling?
remind me. No, the original Nintendo Pro Wrestling for Nintendo. The original
that's a
guy.
classic. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hogan knockoff.
Yeah.
The dude, the Ric Flair knockoff. The Ric Flair knockoff. That dude was a straight knockoff of.
I know you're
of
talking
Ric
about
Flair.
too.
He
Yeah, the green
Buddy
tights.
Landell. No.
He reminded me of the guy from Suicide Squad in opening scene, the second Suicide Squad coming out of jail, and then he backed out when everybody started getting killed.
Yep.
And he just said he was in the water. The
He's like,
long-haired dude. That's who he
Yeah,
reminded
he's
me of.
He's like, yeah, I'm good.
Right. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy because they don't even have the dude's name. Was it King Slender? Nah, I doubt that. I doubt that was his name.
It doesn't matter what his name is.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, he was a straight knockoff. I was looking at him like, okay, he's wearing all gold. His hair is gold. He's just, okay. Yeah, that's who he is. That's who he is. He was the first person I thought of when I saw him. Not even Ric Flair. I thought of this guy. That's yeah. Mm-mm.
Well, what are your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I that was a hell of a finisher by Hacksaw Butch Reed because I didn't even know that shit was a finisher. It was the sloppiest shoulder tackle, spear, whatever the hell it was supposed to be in the history of mankind. And Chick Donovan was out. I was like, what? And not to mention the referee got cursed by Danhausen because he was trying to apply the pin, and there was something up with his left arm, so he had to use his right. He was like this. He's like,
gout.
Oh, yeah, because he was the same referee for like 3 matches. Bronco Luvrich.
Yeah, it was.
They just kept him out there, like, we ain't.
I was
we ain't
like, what
gonna,
happened?
No bathroom
I was like,
break.
what happened to his arm? Why is he tapping like it was physically hurting him to put the pin on? Like
He was
maybe
a
somebody
wrestler,
was
that's
like,
why.
like maybe somebody was like, listen, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to give Chick Donovan the win, no matter what, because if you don't, we'll kill you. And then he went to the match, and Chick Donovan's out, and he's like, "Motherfucker, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die." It was brutal. It was brutal.
Strap, your thoughts?
Chick Donovan is a memorable guy. Second time I've ever seen him, but he looked the same, but also totally different. He actually looked like he was an athletic competitor because the last time I saw him, he was wearing, a Mr. Wonderful type robe, Ric Flair type robe. This guy, I mean, God bless your heart, Chick Donovan. That explains it all. Bless your heart, Chick Donovan. Butch Reed looking like a boss, and the 30-minute time limit, 3 minutes. Man, Dom, you're asking if what we think about the match. There are no matches to speak of except the main event. But what are your thoughts on the experience? And the experience was a lot of fun because you saw this gigantic black man, Butch Reed, and you saw this wacky ass dude from the Night of the Roxbury going at it for a couple of minutes. So it was fun. It was fun in a different way, but the match sucked. But it was still entertaining in a way.
Platino.
I was just glad it was over. I kind of knew what I was getting myself into with this match. I was like, this is gonna be quick work. It did exactly what it needed to do for me. That finisher, I was like, oof. I don't think either one of them knew exactly what they were doing. I don't know what Butch Reed's experience level was at this time, much less Chick Donovan, looking like a young Timu Ric Flair. Well, no horseman for you.
Yeah.
No, this match, it does not matter.
Yeah.
It
And
does
his
not matter.
and that wrestler's name was actually King Slender. Ain't that some shit? So he looked
Wow.
like King Slender from pro wrestling.
Wow.
He wasn't part of the Horsemen. He was a part of the Pony Boys.
He was a part of something.
Well, we'll probably never talk about Chick Donovan again. So salute,
Not now.
Probably not.
Chick Donovan. All right,
Chick Donovan and the Cuban Assassin.
that's it.
All
All
We'll
right,
definitely talk about Cuban Assassin.
our next month, our next match, we got the Great Kabuki.
Next month.
We got the Great Kabuki with Gary Hart taking on Kamala with Skander, Akbar. And why the hell does Kamala look scared to fight Kabuki? Every time I see Kamala in the ring, he's scared to fight somebody. He's afraid of Jake the Snake with the snake. He's afraid of the Undertaker. He's afraid of a casket.
Well, Taker I would be afraid of.
He's afraid of this guy who had face paint and a mask. He just scared. This is an unorthodox fight right here. Kamala tried to take Kabuki out by grabbing his titties. Ha! Ha! The whole time. Ha! Ha!
It was the
whole
Ugandan Utter Lock.
This is not a cow farm.
The whole time. Like, what are you doing?
Man, that hurt. Purple Nurples, man, that hurt.
Oh, man. He should have at least pushed them. Shit.
I think this is another
Lord
one of
have-
those things where you're trying
Lord
to
have mercy.
make sure these guys are
Oh,
both
God.
come out of here without looking weak, because Kabuki has such a following at this time, and Kamala's just starting to make a name for himself a little bit more. He's not Sugar Bear no more. Sugar Bear, what is it? Sugar Bear,
Sugar Bear, Husky Hairs, all that. She was not
whatever
that.
it is.
Sugar Bear got to his legs.
Yeah, it did. Well, the match just went south because after this, Gary Hart, he just went crazy. He took out Akbar. He's choking him outside ringside. Then
Not
Kabuki
even
go
a
after
pitbull yet.
and Kabuki going after Kamala, and then Gary Hart still going after Kamala, and then both men just get DQ'd. I'm like, my goodness, what the hell is going on here? Whew.
Yeah, they were trying, like I said, they were trying to find a way where they can both walk away without taking
Right.
the L this time, because back in the day, they protected each other's gimmicks. It didn't
Right.
really matter to me, though.
It doesn't matter. Strap.
Well, it was nice to see the great Kabuki, but good, good Lord, this is just trash.
Yeah.
Get it out of here.
Too
BBC.
bad. Too bad Dusty wasn't on the call. Kabuki, baby. You gonna see
We're-
him do some mad things, right?
we're
Oh,
just,
he gonna get nipple twisted, the purple.
He got him on the
nipple.
titty. He got him on the titty.
Nope.
We're gonna leave it at just no.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
Our next match is a tag team match. I'm not sure if you guys seen it because two versions on it was on the Vault and they had like an actual video. So we have the Rock and Soul of Buck, Zoomhoff, and Iceman King Parsons taking on the Super Destroyers, who's in the tag team madness. Guys, check it out. It's coming soon. And this is for the WCCW tag team tag titles. And Rock and Soul, they came out with a boombox playing We Are a Family. We are a family. I said, oh my God. They not playing.
So I watched the original. I watched the one version that did not have this match on it. So I had to kind of hurry up before this show started to watch that match. And the first thing I noticed was when I even saw that dude's name, I thought it said Buck Bunghole, and I can't. It took me a minute to read it again to realize that was not. So,
Buck Zumhoff.
well, once I got past that and actually watched the match and had to get past the fact that my man Iceman had 6 braids on his entire head and
Baldy.
nothing else.
Yeah.
It was a match. I mean, it was
a rough.
Nothing special about this match. I mean, Iceman hit one of the Super Destroyers with some inverted version of the rear view for the win.
Yeah, it was like a backward splash, and
it was the
other guy tripped up.
Literally
and,
hit him with the rear view.
Yeah,
hit him with a modified rear view. I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. They became tag champs. Woohoo! It did not matter at all.
Speaking of tag champs, I see no damn belts.
You're right. You did not see not a belt in sight. They did not bring belts to the ring
because they weren't the Von Erichs.
Yeah.
At the damn boombox. So, guys, what are your thoughts?
All I know is if with the way this match went, I don't know if the Super Destroyer is going to make an advance into the tag team turmoil. In my opinion.
Strap.
I didn't see this because I watched a different version that was prescribed to me by a nasty doctor. So I didn't see this match at all.
All right. Well, you didn't miss anything. All right. So
you sure didn't.
It doesn't matter. So, but after this on WWE Vault, it's not on the Vault, but on the actual video, they show the debut video of Bad Street USA.
Oh yes.
They showed the video, and it gave me PSD because I'm like, God damn, I forgot what Hall of Fame it was where they were performing. I forgot what Hall of Fame. I think it was in Dallas. And then they were out there performing the whole damn thing. I was like, oh my God, here we go, all over again. They running through the crowd and all that. It was pretty dope. And then that's when they came out, because on the Vault version, you just see them in the ring brawling, but no, they show the whole music video and then they walk out to the theme song.
That's the version I saw. Oh man,
yeah,
I like that, man. Bad Street. Oh man. It made me want to sit around and actually watch the damn show because of that. You don't see a lot of guys or any wrestlers really promoting music videos nowadays, unless you're a Fozzy with Chris Jericho. And it just got you into these guys. Like, I know they're the bad guys, they're going against the Von Erichs, but honestly, in my opinion, I was about to say, F the Von Erichs. Keep the freaking straps on the Freebirds.
Yeah.
I know what's going on, and I know it's a memory for David, but F the Von Erichs. And I want to be a Freebird today after watching that.
Yeah, so this is for the WCCW 6-man tag titles, which I didn't see. And we have Fritz Von Erich, the daddy, with Kevin and Mike taking on the Freebirds of Buddy Roberts, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, and Michael P.S. Hayes. And at this time, Fritz, he is 55 years old. Mike, he wasn't the youngest. Mike wasn't the youngest. He's one of them. Well, he passed away as well. Kevin had a lot of heart.
Wrong one.
But this is the one that always wrestled barefoot. This is the last brother, the only brother that's still alive to this day. And it was a fight. It wasn't no wrestling match. It was a fight. And Fritz, he took off his belt and he started whipping Michael Hayes. It was pretty interesting. Michael Hayes, he was bloody. And Kevin got the win by hitting the crossbody. And, it was just a big-ass brawl after the match. Freebirds, they lost. Von Erichs with the win. It was cool to see this. It mattered to me.
I like this. It made sense why the Freebirds were so famous down in Texas with the WCCW. But like I said, again, with that music video just showing up, I'm sorry. I know you're in Von Erich country, but I want to be a Freebird after seeing something like that back in the 80s. If the Von Erich need to step it up after something like that, in my opinion.
Yeah, but again, tribute show to David Von Erich, so you just kind of had to know that the Von Erichs, every iteration of Von Erich was going to win this night.
Yeah.
So you just knew it. And I mean, I'm pretty sure, I can't tell you for sure how long their title reign lasted, but I'm pretty sure it was fairly short. But it was a feel good moment. It was a feel good moment. That's what it was.
Yeah. Straplash, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes these brawls and fights can be a little long in the tooth, but what's different about this one is the arena and the crowd that they're in. So that's what, kicked it up to a different level. And yeah, it was just wild and crazy. So I did like this a lot, very much. So just look at his damn face. My God. But it's great stuff.
Oh man, it was good. It definitely does matter. All right, let's get to our main event. The main event,
Yes.
This is where David's supposed to be at, but unfortunately, shit happens. We have Kerry Von Erich, the modern day warrior, not yet, taking on the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, who's your NWA champion. This is when the NWA championship, the champion goes to territory, and put the title on the line. And woo! And my man, Kerry Von Erich, he had this beautiful blue gold jacket. R.I.P. David, had the yellow rose, because David was known as the yellow rose of Texas or something like that, I want to say. And yeah, it was an okay match. It was just okay. I did enjoy when Kerry did put the claw on Ric Flair. Oh my God! Oh my God! Ric Flair's selling, he's selling, and then Ric Flair, he countered with the knee to the gut, but Flair went for the figure four twice, no luck, and Kerry won with the backslide. Then Kerry came out, Kevin came out to celebrate with his brother. Everybody came out, all the baby faces in the back came out to celebrate with Kerry. It was a big moment for the Von Erich family. Kerry's the first one to win the big gold. Well, it wasn't even big gold at the time. He won the heavyweight championship, and then Kerry took the title, wrapped into the Texas flag, and with the rose,
ran off
and
with it.
he went off with it. It was good. It was good to see some Von Erich action, and this match definitely does matter. Kerry is ugly as hell in that picture, but the fans love him. The chicks love him. I'll tell you that.
Well, this was pre amputee Kerry.
Yeah, he lost his leg, and
he lost his foot. He lost his foot in an accident. Well, he lost his foot as a result of a motorcycle accident, trying to get back to the ring quickly, and ended up causing himself more harm than good.
First of all, who rides a motorcycle in just skimpy ass shorts? Back in that time, barefoot.
Kerry Von Erich.
He tried to avoid a car and ran to a police car.
You never been to the Dominican Republic, brother. Shoes are not prompted.
Yeah.
Well, they knew they better now. They wear Crocs.
Yeah.
You put your foot in that muffler.
The country boys, man, they just go. They just go, man. That's how it is. They ain't city boys.
Yeah.
I'm about to watch the movie after this episode.
But
I gotta finish it. Never finished it.
Well, don't worry, they all died.
Oh wow!
I know, you jerk.
Wow.
They had another brother. They didn't put him in the movie. He got tired of bad trauma.
Another brother.
Yeah, I know. His title reign only lasted a couple of weeks, but it was a feel good moment again.
Yes, his title reign only lasted a few weeks. Why? Because Kerry couldn't live up to the hype. He's missing dates. That's what happened. Yeah, BDC mad.
No, it's what I just saw. I'll show you when the episode's over.
Oh man. All right, so what do you guys think about this match right here? Flosno's dying over here like a Von Erich.
Yeah. Oh shit. Control. Well, we are officially. Jesus. The match mattered for the tribute. Pretty much it. It mattered for the tribute.
You guys can't talk over
Yes.
there. Cat got your tongue.
I'm keeping it professional here.
Oh man.
Platinum.
Yeah.
You good? You good, man?
I'm with you. The match wasn't all that. I know Kerry's had better matches than that, even though I haven't never really seen too much of Kerry. But just looking at him, and there's no way you become a superstar like that just because of your name. You clearly have to be a decent superstar or a real good superstar to get there. I think Flair said it even when he wrestled him. He just knew. He was like, he's not ready. I know I got to give the belt up to him because probably I think it was already planned that David was going to take it from him, but I think he knew Kerry wasn't ready for it. It's a lot of pressure. I know you're going through a lot right now with the loss of your brother, but sometimes when stuff like that comes up, you're never ready. But you need to step it up and show your worth because eventually that title was going to come to you eventually. So it was a good feel-good moment. Flair constantly being the consummate pro, pulling a guy over. I can see why everyone kind of hates him, but kind of don't.
He said, "I'll see you again to get that title back."
Yeah, basically. So to me, the match mattered for the moment, but it fell short from my expectation.
Strap, what about you?
If you're just living in the moment, then it was a great moment, the perfect moment for the event. If you're following up on it, well, I mean, you're talking about giving the Freebirds dropping titles or they need to be champions. They'll win them back. Ric Flair, he'll win it back. And if Ric Flair's afraid to drop the title to anyone, I guess it didn't happen yet. Rugged Ronnie Garvin. So
we cover that. We cover that.
Yeah.
Hands of stone.
Yeah, that man. Whew.
Hands of boring.
Them guys were throwing blows though.
Yeah, well.
Yes. Well, the main event, it definitely does matter. Does the show matter? This is the first Parade of Champions. Does it matter?
For his historic, for the tribute and everything, it does matter.
Will we ever cover another WCCW show again?
Probably not.
I think I want to.
Catch one WCCW show.
You've seen them all. Look, you've seen them all.
All right. Well, the show definitely matters. Let's talk about next week's show. Next week's show, we're going to have a special guest. Ringside will be back. Why? Because we are covering NXT TakeOver Chicago. And I'm going to run through the card right quick. And no, Jamal Von Erich, he's not on the card. Here we go. In our opening match, we have Roderick Strong taking on Eric Young.
Definitely an opening match.
After this, we have, for the WWE United Kingdom Championship, we have Pete Dunne taking on Tyler Bate. Ole. Ole.
So basically we have Rayo versus Bravo. Okay.
Yes. And after this, we have a triple threat match.
Explode.
A triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. We have Asuka taking on Nikki Cross, taking on Ruby Riott.
Ooh. We know how that went.
Wow.
All right.
We know how that went.
And then after this, for your NXT Championship, we have Bobby Roode taking on Hideo Itami.
Well,
Jesus.
There goes.
Okay. I feel like I didn't watch this one, so that'll be exciting.
Yeah, what the hell?
Bobby Roode's reign. Oof.
And then your main event is a ladder match for the NXT Tag Team Championship. We have the Authors of Pain taking on DIY.
Ooh.
Two very different teams.
And I know what happens here.
Chicago. NXT TakeOver Chicago.
Two very different teams in NXT.
Where the hell are the Authors of Pain?
One of them's fighting for one of them
Bellator?
Slap boxing shit. I don't know.
Oh. Was it Razor or Akam?
The big one.
Razor.
Razor is doing mixed martial arts and slap championships and stuff.
All right.
He looked like he just slapped the hell out of somebody. Unless I missed something.
He definitely could smack the shit out of somebody.
Damn, they didn't make the Tag Team Madness. Shit.
I forgot all about him.
Just like y'all forgot them boys.
Just goes to show what the main roster did to him.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is it. It's been a long night, fellas. Thank you for talking Backlash. Thank you for WCCW. BDC, thank you for letting us check this out, seeing what the Von Erichs are all about. I'm about to go watch the Iron Claw. And I'm about to eat some chicken. So
You about to iron claw some chicken? Nice.
We hungry.
We hungry.
We're hungry.
We hungry. All right, I'm Notorious. I am Dom. I'm here with StratFex. I'm here at Pipe Plot. I'm here at BDC, and we will see you guys next week. Boom.
And shout out to Jamal Von Erich. Hope he's doing well. At least one of them was still alive.
Kevin rubbing his feet. Boom.